Did actor Denzel Washington break with the Democrat Party? No, that's not true. The story was published by a liberal satire website that tries to educate gullible Trump supporters and Republicans about the need to actually click and read links before sharing or liking them in order to avoid being embarrassed by fans of the site later. All the events described in the article are not real. The story originated from an article published by Bustatroll.org on February 22, 2019 titled, "Breaking, Denzel Washington Leaves Democrat Party, I've Had It With the Lies," which opened, quote, Denzel Washington, who has never stepped outside the realm of acting to engage in politics, has taken a stand. It won't be very popular with Democrats. In an interview with America's Last Line of Defense, Denzel said that he couldn't handle the constant lies and that he's turning his attention to helping Team Trump. The Democrats are just liars. I mean, I've seen it. They make Facebook pages and write fake stories with sensational headlines to prove conservatives don't research, which is preposterous. The liberals are the ones who can't do facts. The fact is, my brothers like R. Kelly and Jussie Smollett are showing the true nature of our society and how out of control it is. I mean, we're letting kids listen to music older people might not like and encouraging them to dress, speak, and act like their opinion matters. What we say goes, kids. Sit down, end quote. Users on social media only saw this title, description and thumbnail. Quote, breaking, Denzel Washington leaves Democrat Party, I've had it with the lies. A great actor and now a Trump supporter through and through. End quote. Denzel Washington is a devout Christian, and while he did make some statements in an interview last year which could have been interpreted as vaguely pro-Trump and lukewarm on Obama, he did not say any of the things attributed to him in the Bustatroll article. Quote, the magazine interview, Denzel Washington on prejudice, black power and why America needs to get behind President Trump. We're in a high-rise New York hotel room. Outside is bitter cold. Denzel Washington is wearing an exquisitely tailored black suit and has neatly coiffed hair, very much the opposite of how I've just seen him in his new film, Roman J. Israel, ESQ. It's about a lawyer who is weirdly brilliant and also just weird. End quote. The site is part of the America's Last Line of Defense network of satire websites run by self-professed liberal troll Christopher Blair from Maine and his partner in crime John Prager, along with a loose confederation of friends and allies. Blair has been in a feud with fact-checking website Snopes for some time now and has also criticized other fact-checkers in the past who labeled his work fake news instead of satire. In reaction to this, he has recently rebranded all his active websites and Facebook pages so they carry extremely visible disclaimers everywhere. Every site in the network has an About page that reads, in part, quote, about satire before you complain and decide satire is synonymous with comedy, sat-ire sati, renowned use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices, particularly in the context of contemporary politics and other topical issues. Everything on this website is fiction. It is not a lie and it is not fake news because it is not real. If you believe that it is real, you should have your head examined. Any similarities between this site's pure fantasy and actual people, places, and events are purely coincidental, and all images should be considered altered and satirical. See above if you're still having an issue with that satire thing. End quote. Articles from Blair's sites frequently get copied by real fake news sites who often omit the satire disclaimer and any other hints the stories are fake. Blair has tried to get these sites shut down in the past, but new ones keep cropping up. Blair and his operation were profiled by The Washington Post on November 17, 2018 by Eli Saslow. Quote, nothing on this page is real. How Lies Become Truth in Online America. November 17. The only light in the house came from the glow of 3 computer monitors, and Christopher Blair, 46, sat down at a keyboard and started to type. His wife had left for work and his children were on their way to school, but waiting online was his other community, an unreality where nothing was exactly as it seemed. End quote. If you are interested in learning more about Blair and the history of his sites, here is something to get you started. Quote, the ultimate Christopher Blair and America's Last Line of Defense reading list, lead stories story updated, check for updates below.